This is the big question. How do you get more subs? And yeah, I mean, that was something that I really kind of struggled with when the new monetization rules came in. I got interviewed by the Daily Beast and the Canadian Press. I had online articles in Canada, where I live, from coast to coast to coast. Every paper, basically, in the country had a version of that article on their website, and it included a link to my Costa Maya video. And so you think, wow, I got media recognition. That's going to drive tons of subs. I got like, I think 100 views out of that, and like 4 subscribers, and one of them contacted me on Instagram to say, hey, sub me back, which is not cool. So yeah, the how to get a subscriber thing, it's there's no magic trick, I'm sorry to say. It's a bunch of little things. So when you get a bunch of little things, then they all start to work synergistically. So some simple things, like one thing that TubeBuddy again is really good for is it has a function called what is it, the checklist. And so when you have a video, it will remind you to do certain things. And a lot of the things on that checklist are things that will drive subscribers. So we're talking end screens. And again, not to keep harping on TubeBuddy, but TubeBuddy comes with a sample pack of Roberto's Blake YouTube kit. And that has some end screen templates that you can use. You can use them straight up, or you can do what I did. I took his template, I put it in Photoshop at like a 50% layer transparency, and then I designed my own around his general model. But it had all the dimensions and the shaping and positioning and everything. And so I was able to make my own using his as a bit of a template. And so you tag that onto the end of your video. It runs for like 20 seconds. You have a little music going in the background. I got a guy that writes music for my channel. I love Cam. Cam is fantastic. He writes all of our music, almost all of our music. Mindy's written a couple of tracks as well. But I've got this it's like 19.09 second bit of music that just works perfectly. You'll see it. I use it on this channel as well at sort of the end cards, the end screens. And so it's a nice kind of beat. And you got the screen come up. There's the opportunity to click another video. I often put 2 videos just to balance the image. So like most recommended, and then maybe I'll pick a specific one that I think's related, or maybe a playlist or something. Or maybe just something I'm really wanting people to watch. I'm going to be putting that sloth video, I think, on a lot of end screens in subsequent videos. But that subscriber button in the middle helps. So that's one way, is you'll do that. And another thing you can do is under Creator Studio Classic, and I think it's the advanced settings, there's something called branding. And that's where you can go in and put a watermark on all of your videos. So you need to upload a particular kind of, I think it's a PNG with like a transparent background. And then you set when you want it to appear in all your videos. So I recommend not right away, but maybe like, I think I have mine set to like 30 seconds into the video. And so then there's the semi-transparent version of your channel icon or whatever you've uploaded in the bottom right-hand corner of the video that will appear. People can click on that to subscribe. So that's the second way that you can do that. And then another thing that you can do, and sometimes it's difficult. I struggle with it. I'm not a big fan of it myself. Is you can straight up ask people to subscribe. I really, and this is just my opinion, take it as you will, I really want to stress, don't ask at the beginning of your video. I really don't think that's a good idea. Some people will tell you, oh, but that's when everyone's watching. I don't agree with that. And I mean, no shame to anybody who feels differently. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. My personal take is you haven't earned the subscription yet. You're asking for something from someone before they know anything about you. So think about this, maybe you're, I don't know, you're in an elevator or something, and someone turns to you and says, hey, can you give me $1? By the way, and then you get the story. Or what if they tell you, what's going on, and it's like, hey man, I don't know, I'm diabetic, my sugar level's really low, there's a vending machine I'm trying to get to, but I don't have any cash. Could you lend me $1? I know this is stupid, but I'm sorry, I just, can you? Rather than, the ask right at the beginning. I don't know. I would be more inclined to, after I've been through a journey with the person, I know something about them, I've formed a relationship with them, I'd be more inclined then to do something for them. And more specifically, the way on YouTube is you're wanting to give value to your audience. Not ask for things from them constantly. There's not a lot, I think, of audience out there that's what they're looking for. So if you provide the value, then I say ask for the subscribe at the end of the video. You could maybe work it into the middle if it's like a longer video, especially if you got a mid-roll ad. Maybe do it right before the mid-roll ad, before the mid-roll ad pisses them off. I don't know. But I would suggest at the end of the video, and that's why I like the end cards. But you could also do something verbally prior to or as the end card is playing, because if they've stuck with you to the end of your video, even if it's like a 90-second video, then they stayed for a reason, presumably. And so that's the time to say, hey, at the end, because you've given them the value and they stuck with you all the way to the end. And if it's all the way to the end, you want to give them a couple things. You want to give them a call to action so that they subscribe. And then, of course, you want the links to other videos so they stay on your channel. And so that, I think, those are sort of the key things that can probably really drive subscribers, more than most other things. I don't believe in the contests. I certainly don't believe in violating YouTube's rules and doing reciprocal subscriptions. That will get your channel shut down. Don't ever do that. Contests have worked a little bit for some people, but I think that's transitory. As soon as the contest is over, people will mostly unsubscribe. And so I think it's really just those three core things. And when you've got those three core things in place, your end screen, your watermark, and some hopefully creative way of asking at the end for that subscription. And it's funny, the way that subscriptions work on YouTube now, if they don't turn on notifications, it's not a subscription. Isn't a subscription, you know? It's like back in the day, I subscribed to Nintendo Power when I was in high school, and I was like, yes, and I got it every time it came out. YouTube's not like that. Their definition of subscription is not like that at all. It's maybe more analogous to a follower, but not even that. It's like the thumbs up for the channel, really. Because they're not necessarily going to show your videos to anyone just because they're a subscriber. They'll be more likely, but it's no guarantee. That's why we got the whole notification thing, and even that doesn't work great. That's a whole other matter. So, explaining why you want the like, the comment, the subscribe can be helpful, I think. So, one thing that I've been thinking about recently is that I don't want people to like my video to make me feel good. That's not why I would like that. I mean, hey, it will, and it does, and great. That's not why. I want the like because the interaction means that my video is going to come up in search better and be recommended more and seen by more people. And so I try to, when the few times that I do towards the end of a video, ask for it, I'm trying more now to explain why. Please subscribe and like the video to help other people find the same value you did, or some way of saying that. If you can find a funny way of doing that, that's great. I recommend checking out someone like Jimmy Kimmel. His end cards are pretty funny. He's like, oh, I'm not allowed to eat this cookie until you subscribe. And it's kind of funny, it's a little self-aware, but they put the effort in, and they've got like a half dozen that they rotate through on their different video clips. Stephen Colbert used to have a great one that they don't run anymore. Now they just have music and a screen, much like I do. But it used to be something like, make sure to click subscribe. It's almost as satisfying as skip ad. And I thought that was hilarious. I'm guessing YouTube didn't like it, or maybe the joke just got stale. I don't know. But that was really good. So if you can do it in a funny or creative or explanatory way where people are really motivated that way, then I think you're going to see more of it that way. But yeah, so those are the main three tips. And when you have those three things, the end card, the watermark, and the ask, then once that's in place and part of your standard process, your workflow, then focus on getting views, because those will work for you. Then you just got to get more eyeballs on your content to get the subscribers. That's my theory.